Me yeah, na say me person me an ebe to kan ka me yeah. Me ka say me chia for there.
I'm for my ready some public but you probably say the padu to nyina na ye je omusika. No mutimi ya financial ni ma no mu bedu a anka nipa be pri de aba. Ebi timi ko ko tue sika no. Omunya omusika ate cry again. Ebi timi ko tue sika no na de o ma koso kwa so baabi. Omutimi nya ho hwe. My idea is me question be a ubisa me bia me kasa. Sabre me no ja telephone so kasa yi me kasa. Me pesa me tro say wo de 2000 euro kwa ma me sisi a na me twe na me de ko still ano obehia me moa nipa ni me duye. Je me pesa me kan nyina ne say
Good afternoon. But I want to say.
Good afternoon. Porsche.
Oh, Porsche. I'm about to say. But okay, oh, Konongo. Hey, Konongo de Miami Chromo. Miami Chromo me see who put that. Me see what that say Accra near wo me but me na de oh say ya me betwema kokumasi a e wa me VIP mam say hey me Chromo ni o me Chromo na me too many. It's about that. It's me Chromo ni o me Chromo ni. Yeah, well what the Porsche with the me more about ejumodi am ato ne de Visa nightmare for share my experience ni na edition de e bi na me de video a nyame adom so be comment here o yes also obema ye hu experience inti obetima me hu de esi o de boy nkomo o yes be tu kwan de ne ba ye ho na ko hu no e sha say
okay 2021 November mo na me broadcast Canada connection nti no etu ho na mo nti me the starting process na no kan say enko akra ne enko biometric nti na ye me nkwa me na ne wife nti ye mi elu na e ba me brother wanye bi nti e call akra that day na was say biometric no you could do embassy ho the whole day no mo my store brand na ye share pay na ka say that agent no na so all my stories nti na was say saba konongo bag the next day ni aba nti ye ba back to konongo the next day sa akoi nti e na was say kwa biometric and so we could jump as we chest pass and yet my biometrics me dem who say the other man me amis o ma me me passport and na o ma me paper me me de kwa biometric me mbiem to say me ra inside one no so do on be boss search me there
security check
inside uju omo je your passport no mo scan it with them I be on scan it passport don't be must scan it or your first and second one and sana meaning say if I don't know what was the mistake your my number be na me number me kai 46 and me brand new Indian na 49 because that's me real no me kai so di mechi na so delay kakra me 46 so say no 48 and 49 more nti edru me sna ke wose me kon nti o say omo right and one your rooms since I say one kwa na two kwa na three kwa
sir
this case na sir the 45 for na kai say me 46 for no yeah I'm 46 Emma 47 be ko Emma 50 be ko next day enya njuto na embo mi dey o senka me tino nya na hu za man for kwa according to numbers enya ndwumi so nti e na che wo mi na be ko na I'm taking the fingerprint. But I met one of my young too. I don't know, brown envelope. They will be asking me a kiosk car. The paper no share, but what I saw on this was a work brown is not just work permit. But in the envelope now, Canada for a logo boss near that they are just express entry.
Okay.
I don't meaning be express entry.
Right.
I was just that was what I saw.
Right.
If I knew much, I would have taken much information about it. But not the issue was, and biometrics and the P. The junior until monkey be as a 2022 minty or monka.
Wow.
2023. Me busa me brother. Also busa now say kwani until in corner. Na me passport so could in the hole. Ye no je me passport. if you have one to know Jimmy passport. The intending can be, and I biometric be a Latin or more the AB ball, more clip AB ball. I say, okay, e-switch almost I see down there.
Yes, make winning power.
Passport next year. It's an actually that also the you know the flip from the I down stapler. Oh, need me cry about passport.
Wow.
Passport in the buy me actually. Sir, biometric also receipt in food. To me, now me try my passport now. Me turn brass. Me have my passport. Me send the culture IELTS. But now me boy just wanted to get the passport. And it's a new cry.
Sir.
Me take passport in the buy. Lucky for me, nani panel. The number agent no. The number who brown envelope or sending the passport back. A person but talk with us until sending a passport in the buy. And I need you. So my friend say, may application be now. Me person comes up with application for but once I my application biometric no matter what tree. To come make information about past one of where now the biometric now. So I may apply BMA. Me person be my apply with that. I will know say me apply the pussy say yeah. I am an answer Lisa.
Yeah.
Or say I but sadly no we just it didn't obey. I don't mention it but they obey. Me friend I'm in the casa. I still have a number. Let me mean what about because they quite a man and a D and near quay. And I ain't quo. Now I say, your doors or how and call for neon bear biometric near doors. That's it, or make up a key baby near doors between me home. None they D no one or do a mock or do a mock, but to be sure number else there about. Now my friend said, I just say, stay and I see me who how far was it. Versus me to see say. Or say, I biometric pen out for you. My friend and the bomb deal who me. Meaning say it's either she knows me and answer me Visa and she already has my contact. It's okay, I forgot something. It's about somewhere 2023 in the more beginning one and son of all friend me. Lady me one and lady me bra friend me. After no by me information.
Before lady Benny or Branefro.
Lady Nankasa on wire connection. Do you are down on your call by Metro Boy and
right.
Agent Nankasa or your bar.
Right, into abandoning the frail no.
You ask them abandoning the frame. I'm a brass conference.
Oh, okay.
I know it's media mammy.
Wow.
I was like, my prayer biometric and I wear for beam. No, it's media mammy. So I asked there, my friend at you. Let me be some because she's saying to back. No friend, no, just Steve, you know, send your name. And I'm still about the mobile biometric. I'm going to my prayer biometric in this way. Oh, and who yourself my application biometric and I'm besides the punch. What's me call it biometric? But I won't apply for Visa. Mentia say, oh, who you always may apply for, or move so I can say, won't apply with that.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
I called again. I said, no, I'm in the car. I can first me how, but mentia say, because me need be much information about it, much idea about it. But say, what you mean call embassy biometric a bra?
Unfile application.
On your application.
Yeah.
I'm sure come information. Okay. Would they me a card for number B. Number B out there. I forgot exact word or kind, but we send for number now, either application number or something. Maybe I can apply B map and we say I'll get much information about it.
Right.
So okay biometric or send a media kind I'll pay biometric. All this was not just cow. As at that time there 500 million. For me Kwame Dino, but me bribe did me bribe share, me did me father the PMA.
Right.
This is kind of coding. The passport to quite a request a chance and the entire car.
Wow.
It can become maybe and say, oh, yeah, and also own a biometric verify and I'm oh, fine. How about either neighbor passport and also means some kind of biometric? Means something mean kind of. And I was in a never say, or no, she noticed something after that, or who is asking, connection because inside was almost, and I'll go inside only yes, age man. But it's not possible so no. I'm sure a bit because of your connection this who out and who you might not you don't have any idea.
No.
This kind of shit
wow.
So I'm information about application or year, but then the quiet biometrics.
Wow.
So how do I apply for this for? Because I'm a baby Sammy bill. say they all apply bidder.
Right. This is what you want to know.
Yeah.
Now, what I can tell you is say, or your application now, whether she like it or not, or your application now. Say the TNA say, Portia, you cannot do an application. So I say, untimi enko ye biometric. You haven't filed in for your application because say the TNA say, Portia say, the application tuma, an application now they are tuma and yet fully completed. And the last thing you do after your application is when you put in your fingerprint. Now afi ubibiano are completed, waiting for decision to be made. Until all the time, the fingerprint is the last thing that they needed from you. So they are here. Ain't impossible. Just impossible. Just I mean, look, I mean, Canada is one of the world's, biggest, developed country. And a second of all, so what would you know where the embassy is? I mean, I never there. I mean, we are in Ghana, Ghana card. Never been at embassy on. These are fully, fully, you can say they are fully trained. I'm in my dear moye. Ain't the thing is she need to come clean and tell you say, okay, me application now, and the application na me yema no, ABR, you were refused, and I didn't want you to know, or it was bounced, or you were banned, or something like that, because only me be Portia. The thing is, a few days ago, many guy because it is okay here. It is okay here. Now, on only the question is say, on also agent be ne din and now, nobody or call as a student. Some agents make a trainer. And the question is say, amode bibia 2 mu, amode 2 year and be some few months and acquire biometric no. This all the year. Now, or ye biometric new year no. Ever since then, or agent and agent name Fabium. To the point say, a debate 1.5 years, still not a free agent to say encompo. Ain't ni nipa na wo Canada no. Ni nipa na wo Canada no. Tini yo Portia, ni nipa na wo Canada no. And I catch ni say, wo de anya hwe. Se wo hu connection an agent na anya hwe, me a me boa wo. Enema bia papers bia wo hia bia me de be free Canada bia bro. Na wo akọ apply wade. And also okay. Iti nyame adomo a odi bibia abrɛ no ema brother no ye say e bi kra na ye refuse no na agent ne mpɛ sɛ ɔbɛka kyerɛ no because on me say ɔbɛ demand for ne second no wanye den anything na why den wa blocking no enti no wa fa say ye refuse no na could you believe say ɔno anyame ya adom nya ne papers a ɛde kɔ tu mu no ɔno ade kɔ tu mu no ɔwɔ hɔ after few months and on your letter. Now do you know what the letter says? The letter says to the guy and they say, now we are banned every Canada for 10 years. Are you not aware? And Amorefeni say, do you remember on this date when you filed in your first application? That was when you were banned from Canada. And automatically, the application now with the Abetumono is automatically rejected. That was when the guy knew, say, that was why the agent refused to pick his call. So the other koye, ain't one fafu franco tuma, aka he wouldn't know say he's banned. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't even know what happened to the first one. Ain't Obi ultimate koye print emra ultimate koye biometric emra you have not filed an application because application udi tuma the biometric is the last thing you do and the information they get from biometric and no comes from application now they are tumuno ain't oka say impossible. She said, "Me dem inti bi da mo Porsche, honestly, me inti bi da." There is no way. Any embassy be aso. Won't mean call UK embassy. Won't mean call even Europe, German embassy. And can say me the application and to me bomb sano. For what? Because we don't even have your information. We only have your information only when you put in application. An application now the 2 months. So you be say, then I'll call you. We a student. On what grounds are you applying for the visa? And they know all this. And when they got this information, then they tell you, say, okay, on this date, brabe bones ano. Now who catch them is onsano kekenako boy. I mean. And I mean, this is not true. And you even told me, say, you kind of say, when you open the brown envelope, it says something about work or something, right?
Envelope, this man can say the brown, work permit. That's yeah. Personally, Visa Biometrics. And only I'm not sure what I saw. I remember I saw was express entry. That was all I saw, because I didn't know much about it. They asked me, who I am. The Visa asked guy idea here that I've been banned on person.
There is something she's not telling you, Portia, and she has to tell you. She has to tell you because the thing is, you cannot file in anything at this moment. Imra, you don't know what happened to the first one because you have to know. But if they still insist, say that's what she's saying to you there. The only thing I could tell you is say, the thing is say, and your workers will email kind the application. You know, do you remember? Do you have access to your portal? Do you have access to your portal?
I don't have access.
You don't have anything.
That's why we wanted her to give and ask information.
And you don't have any access to any reference number that you remember or anything you remember.
That was the number that make us reference number almost on your application getting reference number.
And paper na wo catch me say na bo passport no passport by na any hobium.
Any
that when we say who say add name.
It's like later on question.
It doesn't want you to able to trace anything. It is very clear. Say whatever they've done with your passport, with your application, they don't want you to trace anything. They don't want you to trace it. They don't want you to have access to trace it. That's what they're trying to do now. And I mean, all I can say is, I don't know, some more pressure because because you don't have access to any, you don't have a reference number. Only be identity number or reference number. Say based on that, could demand for information about your application. You don't have anything. I don't know, very, very tough for me to even advise you what you can do than to tell her to be honest with you. Just tell her to be honest with you because, I mean, you can say this to even a child, say, Oko bonds are no keke. Oko bonds are no keke saying. I saw the application too, and son of it back a bomb inside of and trust me.
Personally, I called her twice and asked her.
It doesn't make sense.
At the time, she knew me asking. I was like, all your battery, imagine so abandoning and family say, and I know you were young lady. Even going like a crana, if there's anything, come check. No one is coming back for the manual. We just want to know, give us information about the application. Because can the officer who japa in the way in the I say, because Anya, we started the process. And we don't have any.
Yeah, but Portia, the thing is, this time that's what many people do. If you answer, we can say, Anya Biame, who say why you process this kind of Akim. That is the purpose of what they are doing these days. The purpose of what they are doing these days, they say application in the we think the application be atum, but say ABA, Adia may apply say me ABA application it's for me to qualify, you know, ABI, I say, me timinya certain amount, my account, but me say, me need my account, intimidate two, I'm a refuse me. But the thing is, or yamu bint, you know, they just want you, like, or person to be via tum keke, so that you are able to go in to do your biometric. But who can buy biometric? And I say, oh, but biometric into the atom. You know, they knew what is going to happen, and that's the purpose of what they are doing. You know, and it's sad. It's really sad. But in your case, no, all they catching is all the tumukeke cry, what you say, because all the biometric cry now, and I say no can all the tumukeke cry now, everything has a reference number. Into no all the so the tumukeke cry now, all the at least if you can get to your reference number or anything regards to your reference number, just in case say, you know, on this date and this date, what happened to your application? Do you still remember your references? You can able to provide something for them to know, say it was you. You know, just kind of use that strategy and see if something works out.
I still have a number into the friend right away. I'll call you back.
Right. Would there anything? Just let me know. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. I mean, you can say this to a child, say, "Oko bonsa no keke," and it's I'm more colleague. I'm meeting me ako Ghana, Canada embassy. I say, "Okay, me bonsa no keke." Me here application be me bonsa no keke. I mean, this doesn't make sense. Ghana card. I say bonsa no. You say Ghana card now, beje. Inti and who apply. Inti you know. I mean, who would just go and do fingerprints just for nothing? I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But I think so. Or they are but I think that this time, you know, they made the wrong person. You know. But at least, put them to us. Say you don't want to create anything, but you just want to know. That's it. Period. Basically, what happened is agent was applying for her process. Now the question is say, okay, time no see wako born in Sano. But after some years, they amount to fibium. I think over 3 years now. Amount to fibium. Ain't you know. She tried to contact agent in the catch agent and they say, "Only baby, oh dear, me here my passport back." So that's here. Okay, agent, a dimbre check a cancer agent and finally in Saka posting the passport in Saka passport. And they go and say, "Oh, but agent they say, oh dear, first one now or yeman no." Opese ohu de ekusi ekeke se na be ya o chine bi o sa apply bi na case o kokra na ebusan say first one no de na buy into refuse na at least when you be obeka into opese ohu say de na buy refuse na say de na ye agent ni say why apply hwe just say or the tumu keke say onko bonensa no into no emani worry into no why apply hwe amano. What is one apply fee? So depends so umani ko biometric. Into no application so there. Udi tuma ansana nipa no etimi akobɔ ne nsa no. Into nipa no akobɔ ne nsa na say or nipa no the application be atuma or hwe nim. Now for the application to be complete, you know, just say nipa na bɔ ne nsa no. Wo so agent ni say one fa hwe antu. Na oye yibi keke say onko bɔ ne nsa no. I mean, I don't know. Into no. The thing is, Bana is worried because or say the application for Kotum. But first one agent ni man no or what happened? Say you're rejecting no, say you're banning no, say what has happened? Onia, me who dia minkabium, makramo, piao.